Just take a look at yourself. You were living your best life. You were thriving. The only thing you had to do was clean your house because there was literally nothing else to worry about. You had been with the most amazing person ever, and he was everything you ever wanted in a man. And honestly, you just couldn't help the thoughts of seeing a future with him. There you were, staring at the last vase you put the flowers he sent you in. You had been waiting for such an experience for a long time, and you thought to yourself, love is beautiful. You knew exactly the kind of dress you wanted for your wedding. You had all the dance steps sorted out in your fantasies. You knew your wedding was going to be magical, or what do we call it? A fairy tale. I mean, nothing could go wrong at this point, right? He was one of your highest topics of discussion. Your friends were tired of you. I mean, all was basically sorted until this notification came in. You reached for your phone and realized he was the one that has left messages, and you were expecting to see one of the sweet "good morning, my love" text, until it wasn't what it seemed. He was actually breaking up with you. Came at a bit of a surprise, I know, right? I know, because what did you do? Like, you tried to tell yourself this is a prank and this is a prank and it is not happening. And you are dreaming, like none of this is real, and you try to wake yourself up, and then you realize that, okay, no, this is real. I am alive. Like, this message is actually not a prank. One of the stages of grief is denial. So you are refusing to believe this, and then you actually try to give him a call, but unfortunately the number doesn't go through. And this is the first time this is happening, which is coming as much more of a surprise. You decide to give it another try. Maybe it's the network, right? I get it. But then it doesn't ring at all, and you find out that, oh, you may actually have been blocked. Now this is when it starts to get to you, because what on earth is this? You never anticipated it, and from the last time you checked, everything was going on very well. You decide to give him a last call to see what this is all about. Unfortunately, just like the previous times, it did not go through. Now you do not know what to think, because you have all kind of thoughts coming in. This person was supposed to be the absolute love of your life. As a matter of fact, you were practicing your wedding steps 2 seconds ago before all of this started happening. You tried to do some deep breathing exercises, but broke down in tears, unfortunately, because you could not believe what had just happened to you. And that is where your decision for survival comes in. First things first, junk food is the only way out. Why do you need healthy food? If a relationship that was healthy could fail you, then what more about food? The main thing to do is to eat junk, cry, pass out, cry, eat junk, pass out, and the circle continued. Gaining weight had nothing on you because you looked beautiful before, but he still decided to leave. Looking pretty was no longer an option, because what did that do for you? So all you wanted to do was eat junk. Ice cream became your best friend, no matter how cold it was, and everything you saw that didn't look good, you ate. And when you're done with that, back to the circle of passing out, waking up, and crying. Being happy was not an option, because why are you happy without the love of your life? He was the one who usually put smiles on your face, and why should you be happy in his absence? The next thing to do when the heartbreak has dawned on you is to rebel. Remember all his social media platforms? Block them and never go back. Because why do you want to be keeping the social media of a heartbreaker? He broke your heart without remorse and without reason. Unfortunately, the memories of sharing video creeps in, and you can't help but fall back in tears. That's okay, but make sure he stays blocked. Period. When time goes by and you realize you're ready to talk to your friends about it, call them and give them a call. Tell them everything that happened. Don't forget to add some spices and make the story spicier, so that they can feel bad for you even more, because they really have to. You're going through a lot. Tell them how you feel. Tell them everything you had thought was going to happen. Just vent, because that's what friends are for. Make sure to add the fact that they kept calling the wrong person our in-law, because they knew, based off what you told them, that he was going to be their in-law. Remind them that that does no longer exist, so both of you can share the heartbreaks together. On the brighter side, your friends were no longer going to be oppressed by you and your relationship goals and how you rubbed it in their faces. So I think this is a win for them. However, if you had abandoned your relationship, don't you dare call anybody to vent about a heartbreak, because you obviously chose him over them. This is where you swallow your pain and deal with it on your own. You are going to notice that romantic movies will no longer be romantic for you because your situation has changed and you can no longer relate. You will lean towards heartbreaking movies because that is what you can relate to. Unfortunately, it's not going to be fun to watch. You might want to take the doctor's prescription on wine because it is very therapeutic. Now the doctor says just 1 glass of wine, so that level is okay. Down there is a no. Right up there, that is what you need, because that makes 1 glass of wine. Again, that is what you need. You need it up there and not down there, because the doctor says just 1 glass of wine. When you do that, just do it. Instead of once a week, you make sure you do it at least 3 times a week before you go to bed, and first thing in the morning. That's what you're going to use to brush your teeth. Treat alcohol the same way love treated you. All right, let's cut it out. We all know that heartbreaks happen to the best of us, but does that necessarily mean that that is the end of the world for you? Heck no. Although heartbreaks can be very heartbreaking, like literally, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should throw your entire life away. Some of us fail to understand that a relationship is not supposed to stop your friendships with other people. A relationship is not supposed to cut you off the entire world. And for some reason, we all make the mistakes of choosing only our partners and forgetting our friends and the people that have always loved us even before that relationship started. And when you're going through a very tough time, like a heartbreak in this case, you have nobody to talk to. Yeah, I know. I understand. You could no longer talk to them. They're like, shut it. You had the option of keeping your friends. It's okay to cry. It's okay to, have that phase of depression and eating junk. But at the same time, you need to remember that you are a person. And the more time you waste crying, the more you lose time. Cry. Don't get me wrong. Cry. But as soon as you're done, stand up and get productive. Because the world is not waiting for your heartbreak to be over. The world is moving. So make sure you get up, do something fun, go somewhere, spend time with yourself, learn how to love yourself. You're not supposed to be wailing. Go back and get yourself together, hit the gym, do whatever it is that you need to do to be kicking and alive and moving. Keep in mind that people come and go, but you always have to stay true to yourself. This time you're taking to cry over all of the things that have happened. You should be prepared to get up and be better than you were before. Life happens sometimes and things do not always go the way we plan out for it to be. But when that happens, take it with a pinch of salt and understand that this is part of the process. Stay beautiful always, because when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, the positive energy is always going to radiate. It will even radiate through your skin. This is like therapy and skincare at the same time, and we love us a good skincare routine. Use the time to find new hobbies, find new activities that you never knew you'd enjoy doing. You are going to remember the situation from time to time, and it's going to hurt, and you're probably going to shed a tear or two. Stay positive and know that it's just a phase. So that when most of us are hurt, we have the tendency to be someone else and be more mean because the nice part of you was taken advantage of. I get it. All I would say is you can make a few adjustments, start having some boundaries, etc. But don't change who you are. If you've always been kind, stay kind. If you've always been fun, stay fun. It is obviously going to be a struggle because you're going to start wondering, what did being nice do for me? So keep being you, keep doing you, keep loving you. Remember to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you have enough love to share. And go and apologize to your friends. Oh, you think no, I cannot forget. Go and apologize to your friends and make sure you learn. That is, of course, if you abandon them. Don't forget to stay beautiful, dress well, look good. Because when you look good, you feel good. It's like therapy, and therapy is great. With that, we've come to an end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe. If you didn't enjoy the video, still subscribe and give me a chance to make videos you will enjoy. Because I'm just a girl, right? Thank you for watching this video to the end, and I promise that there's so much more coming. For now, go and heal from your heartbreak.